On today's video, we are taking a brand new Traxxas Bandit, brand new Tamiya Racing Fighter DT03, and we're going to put them side by side. We're going to see how fast they are, see what you get for your money, and just do a little comparison. Oh, and this video is sponsored by Hobby Comps. That's right guys, this video is Traxxas versus Tamiya, two-wheel drive buggy versus two-wheel drive buggy, ready to run versus almost ready to run. So what we need to do first is get them out of the box, get them on the bench and have a little side by side and have a talk about what you get for your money. So both buggies sat in front of me, both 1/10 scale, both two-wheel drive. And the reason I've chosen this DT03 and the Bandit, the price is very similar. Now I'll quote UK prices in pounds, which will be, which a lot of you I'm sure will be pleased about, because I always get told, why do you always talk in dollars? Well, anyway, £179 in the UK. This was £135 in the UK. Now, once you've got some, once you've got your transmitter for this, if you get like a cheap Dumbo RC transmitter, receiver and a servo, the prices are going to be very similar. I'd say that they're almost exact prices. So that's why I've got them together. And obviously because they are both two-wheel drive 1/10 scale buggies. So in the box for the Racing Fighter, you get the buggy. You get some bits and pieces. You've got like a servo bracket there. You got your adapters for your servo. You do get an ESC with it. Get some instructions, get some fixings and bits and pieces, and then a bit of spare grease, wheel hex and stuff. So all you need to supply for this is your radio, so transmitter, receiver and a servo. Everything else is included in the box and it looks very nice. The expert built stuff, they do a very good job of the body and the decals and stuff. Very nice. And the Bandit, you get a set of instructions for that. Again, you get a load of tools. I've not opened this right up yet. You get a load of tools in there. You get a spare pinion. I presume that's the speed pinion, and some other bits and pieces. This one is more ready to run or ready to race, as they say. So you do get a transmitter. This is just a basic TQ one, so 2-channel transmitter. And this does come with your ESC already fitted, your receiver in there, and then you have a 550 12-turn Titan motor. Tamiya comes with a 540 standard silver cam motor, but it's completely bare underneath there, so you need to fit your servo, fit your ESC, and both of them require batteries. Both 1/10 scale, both share the same wheelbase. Hang on. So both the same wheelbase. The Bandit has got a little bit more size about it though. It's definitely got a bit more presence. Is a little bit wider, and like I say, a little bit higher up. So forgetting about anything other than looks, what one do you, I want to know what you prefer. The Racing Fighter from Tamiya or the Bandit? Now I'm going to say, I think the Racing Fighter has got a little bit of a nicer look to it with the clear windows, the graphics, the bright orange. It's a little bit more detailed. I mean, the Bandit looks nice, but it still looks like, I mean, if you look at them both together and someone says, which one's the most retro, you go to the Bandit, because it does still look like it did all them years ago. I can't remember when the Racing Fighter came out, but it's probably a little bit newer anyway. But yeah, let me know, which ones you prefer the look of. Now, I guess we better talk about the specs of these. We'll start with the Tamiya. It does have oil shocks, so this is the this has got the CV8 oil shocks, and it does feel really nice actually. The suspension on this is definitely got a good feel to it. So oil shocks, these come with plastic bushings, not bearings. I've got to stick the servo in, a bit flapping about a bit. Plastic chassis, plastic arms, plastic drive shafts, everything on this is pretty much plastic. Gears, again, gears are plastic and stuff. But it's a Tamiya, and that's what Tamiyas are known for. But looks nice, basic spec, two-wheel drive buggy. The Bandit, I mean, the Bandit's got electronics. Weight-wise, it does feel quite a bit weightier. Again, it's got oil shocks, and these feel, yeah, Traxxas shocks are very good. little bit smoother. They are bigger shocks anyway, so bigger shocks. Again, everything's plastic on this, plastic chassis, plastic drive shafts. Doesn't have, pretty sure these come with like a brass bushing as well. I need to double check. My Rustler did, I've got a Rustler up there that had like brass bushings. Although it had bearings in the gearbox. Yep, so just normal bushings on that. Are they better than plastic bushings? Probably. Interesting, I didn't realise they don't have hexes on these. They actually slot into the wheels. That is a bit strange. And then again, the plastic kind of tub chassis, it is a lot bigger and it does feel and look a little bit better quality than the Tamiya. I know there's already a few of you out there that have already made your mind up and probably made your mind up in the first 30 seconds of this video when you realised what it was about. You've got your preference. There's people out there that absolutely love Tamiya because of the sort of heritage behind it or the nostalgic bit behind it, and there's lots and lots of people that like Traxxas and are big Traxxas fans. You notice I didn't call either of you fanboys? You can like Traxxas, you can like Tamiya. It doesn't matter. It is completely up to you what you like. The purpose of my video is just to show you the difference, even though the cost is about the same. So I'm going to get a servo in the Tamiya. I'm going to use the same battery for both. Then we're going to go and do a speed run with them. I think the Bandit's probably going to be faster, but I'm interested to see their speed and just how they are driving like that. Then we're going to take them just for a little bit of a mild bash about, and I'll give you my opinion on how they both handle and drive and jump. Right, let's get you ready to take on this thug. Right, we are ready to go with these now. The Bandit didn't need to do anything to that other than charge a battery and put the aerial on, but the Tamiya, you have to do a little bit to it. So the only thing I've changed on the Bandit is I've changed it to an XT60 connector. One, I'm not a fan of the Traxxas ones. And the other reason is we're using this Gens Ace bashing series, which is an XT90. So I've also got one on the Tamiya. So just change the connector on that. That thing is ready to go. And then on the Tamiya, you have to fit a servo. So we've just got a 9 kilo, I think it's an FTX servo in there. Dumbo RC receiver and controller. And then the stock Tamiya ESC that comes with it. So all in, the cost of that is going to be about the same as that, as I've already mentioned a couple of times. So all we need to do now is go and test them. So we're going to do a speed run, and then we're going to take them for I'm not going to go crazy with them. We're going to take them just off-road, do a little bit of a bash around, and I'll just give you my opinion on them. I'm pretty sure the Bandit's going to win the speed run, and I think it may win the kind of off-road stability and just how it handles and stuff. But like I've mentioned, the Tamiya side of things, a lot of it is nostalgia. But before we go and give them a speed run, hobby comps. So hobby comps allow you to win an RC car for the cost of, I usually say a coffee or a couple of coffees. You could win things like X-Maxes, Kyosho Mad Vans, Tamiyas, Tamiya kits, pre-built Tamiyas. There is lots of stuff to win on there, loads of RC gear as well. I've seen people win X-Maxes for like £5.99. And quite often after one of these videos, I always get a message or I get a comment saying, thanks to you, I won this. I only bought one ticket. So there's loads of links in the description for you to check out. You can also see all the previous winners, what they've won. You can see the current competitions. You can see the upcoming draws and stuff like that. Right, let's have a look at what they've currently got and see how many of them I've already got. Max, haven't got a Max. You could win that for £6.99. Turbo Scorpion, check. Kong head. Oh, I've not got a Kong head, but I have got a G601. I've got the trail one with the portal, so check. The tipper, now I did have one of them. I sold it, but I did have one, so check. I've had that before. I'm stood right in the right place here, aren't I? Oh, look. Porsche 911 GT1. Check. That thing is awesome. Some tools. Yeah, I got tools. Easy. I've got hobby wing stuff. What is it? Yeah, Max 10. Yeah, I've got Max 10. Check. Some more tools. The MIP hex drivers. Nice. And that's it for the moment. So as you can see, loads of stuff. Check the links out in the description. It is UK only, and you have to be 18 or over. Right, let's go do some speed runs. See how fast this bad boy is. It's got the stock pinion. It comes with a, It comes with a speed pinion. We've kept the stock one in, keep it fair. Now I'm going to do a few passes with it, and then we're going to go and I'm going to do a couple of passes after this. Once we've done the Bandit and the Tamiya, I'll do an off-road speed as well, just so we can get the difference between them. Here it comes. Plenty of room to get up to top speed. Nice and quiet, nice and smooth. It's pretty well set up out the box as well. I'm only having to adjust the steering a little bit. What do you reckon? I reckon 25 mile an hour. Oh, look at that. I promise I didn't look at that. It's just I know my Rustler, I think, done about 25, and it's relatively similar to that. 25 mile an hour from the Bandit. Let's get the Racing Fighter a go and see where we get with that. Right then, Mr. Tamiya, 25 to beat. I'm not sure you're going to do it, but we're going to have a good go, aren't we? So this requires you to put the servo in. So obviously I've done it slightly out. Let's get it straight. Let's get it straight. Come on. There we go. I can tell you straight away, this isn't going to beat the Bandit. Wow, that's a bit slower than I thought. This is a 2S LiPo as well. Stock silver can. Again, nice and quiet though. Oh, 18. Well, it is actually quite noticeable. 18 versus 25 mile an hour. That's a loss to the Racing Fighter. Let's go off-road and see what it does. So this is where these are more suited. No one's going to run two-wheel drive buggies up and down a pavement, are they? This is definitely where these little buggies are more suited for bumping around. Handle oh yeah, nice little jump there. Handle's nice. I think that's flat out. And 17, that's not bad. So 18 on road, 17 off road. It's pretty good. So in theory then, this we should see around 23 to 24. I think it'll do it. It's got that 550 motor, a bit more torque. Handles just as well. Well, handles a little better. We're going to go and do that little, we'll do a little track in a minute. Give it a bit of a bash round. But yeah, definitely the Bandit is performing. I can't see because of the sun. 23 mile an hour. So both buggies, although there is a speed difference between them, the performance on and off road is about the same. The Bandit's definitely got more punch with that bigger motor. The Racing Fighter though still manages to pull nearly top speed off road as well as it does on the concrete. So all round pretty good. Right, let's go and give him a bash about. A bit windy today guys, but we're going to do our best. Going to run the Bandit round first. Give it a bit of a run round here. Nice buggy this. Oh, jumps nice as well. Those Traxxas oil shocks, very good. So I've never had a Bandit before. This is a really nice little buggy. Already I can tell. Handles, whoa, oh, all right, don't bully the poor Tamiya. Already I can tell that this has got some really nice handling. Quite a bit of power, even though it's on that small stock pinion. If I didn't have the Rustler, I'd be even more impressed now at this, but because I've got the Rustler, I know that they do well. Switch it over to the fighter buggy, sorry, not fighter buggy, Racing Fighter. It actually, it still feels, you can still tell it's slower, but I wouldn't say it's as noticeable on this terrain. It's just not got that power. Although it does jump well, it's not got the power of the Traxxas, but these are easy enough to upgrade with different motors, and it does jump, look. Let's do that, let's do it again, because I got a better jump just a minute ago. It does jump nice. Come on, come on little Tamiya. So nice jump. Certainly lacking some, whoa. I was gonna say certainly lacking some power, but still manages the terrain quite well. I keep messing that one up. I don't think it really matters which one of these buggies you choose. I don't think you'll be that disappointed. If you want to know my choice, if I was going for out and out performance, this Bandit is definitely the one to go for. It's a little ripper. Wow, that is awesome. But if it's a bit of nostalgia you want, and you want to relive a bit of your youth with the Tamiyas, definitely this racing fighter, you'll be pleased with it. I'd suggest a motor upgrade, maybe like a mild brushless system, but either way, both buggies, good fun. So there you go guys, the Traxxas Bandit and the Tamiya Racing Fighter, the DT03. Was there much competition? Not really. The Bandit is certainly gets top marks for everything: performance, speed, handling. I don't know about looks actually. The Racing Fighter's definitely got the looks, but I'm gonna have to put it to the Traxxas. This is the superior buggy. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy the Tamiya. Lots of people like Tamiyas. These do offer a decent entry into the hobby, and they are good fun. You can upgrade them. All the parts are replaceable, and I'd recommend putting a slightly faster motor. You don't have to go brushless. You could go for a slightly lower turn brushed motor on this. Give it a little bit of extra performance. Get up to, you know, this Bandit sort of speed, and you'll be good. Didn't get much chance to test how tough this was because it wasn't fast enough to really to launch itself, but it handles really well. This thing, however, is a beast. I did, at the end of the video, you'll see this jumping over the Tamiya, if I got a good shot of it. That was me at the end of the video, just giving this thing a bit of a run, and this thing jumps really well, and I did have a few hard hits and no issues with it at all. I've done a little montage of these burning around. If you don't want to watch that, then cheers for watching, and a big shout out to Hobby Comps for sponsoring this video. If you do want to watch it, it's now, and I'll see you next time.